The union of sets when overlapping or disjoint. Let the number of elements in A equal 3 and the number of elements in A union B equal 6. A. What are the possible values of the number of members in B? And B. If A intersection with B is the empty set, what is the only possible value of the number of members in B? So in the A case, the sets are going to be overlapping, and in the B case, the sets are not going to be overlapping. So let's do the A. There is 4 different ways you could draw the diagram, but in each case, regardless, the number of members in A should be 3, and the number of members of A union with B should be 6. In other words, the number of dots in A should always be 3, but when you add the number of dots of A with the number of dots in B, you should always get a 6. They should add up to 6. So that shouldn't change. So there's 4 different ways you could draw them. Notice if we draw it this way, where the number of members in A is 3, and it should be 3, then the number of members in B should be 3, since 3 plus 3 is 6. Now if you were to draw it this way, notice how B has 1, 2, 3, 4. And if you draw it this way, B has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you draw it this way, B has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in each case, the number of members of A remain 3. And the sum of the members of A with B remains 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these numbers are the possible number of members that B can have when there's an overlap taking place where A and B are overlapping. Now, if for B part, if they're not overlapping, the only value, number of members that B can have, the number of members B can have is 3. That's if they're not overlapping.